Well, for the Auburn faithful, the SEC tournament has come and gone already in one night. A 3-point loser to Arkansas on day two of the SEC tournament in the 7-10 bracket. Here's the breakdown, and here's the reality. The reality is, no matter how valiant of an effort the final 10 minutes was, they put themselves in horrible positions early throughout the first half and then multiple times in the second half. It came to what I thought was just lackluster defense and just lack of hustle and sense of urgency throughout. From here on out, including tonight when we lost, every opponent you're playing is a quad one opponent. You have to know that. And it can't come from the coach. It can't come from the coach constantly screaming. And when one player can dribble through an entire defense and make a layup multiple times over without much guarding or effort to cover, that's got to be ownership on the players. And that happened too much early, and it happened too much in the second half as well before things settled in. And you don't get a chance to settle in. Not anymore, you don't get a chance to settle in. And if you got to also take advantage of your shots. Now, Auburn's fatal flaw all year has been taller guard play. Well, that's what Arkansas is taller guard play. KD had the night of his season, that's for sure. I mean, couldn't miss for once. But there wasn't enough support to go around. Wendell was hot early, but then Wendell disappeared pretty much the remainder of the game. Dylan Cardwell had a phenomenal first half and was picking up some extra slack and pieces. And he was a big reason we were only down 15 at sometimes and going through. I know that sounds weird, but it could have been much worse. And he was in a great place. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know how I feel about Chris Moore. The boy averages less than 2 points a game. But what he gives you outside of scoring, every coach wants that on their roster. And when he's on the court, it's a different level. And that missed rebound was example enough. Too bad he didn't. That the missed foul shot would have tied the game, unfortunately. But Auburn had a 1-point lead with 20 seconds remaining after a huge disappointment all game and frustrated. They nickel and dimed their way back. And then they just couldn't come up at the end. So it's a full 40-minute game. And they have to understand, and I think they do, that it's a sense of urgency throughout, and Arkansas just needed it more and wanted it more and made just a little bit more. So now it's a long way till Sunday. I personally I think they're pretty safe, especially how bad the bubble has been losing so far this week. No major upsets minus Ohio State running the gauntlet so far. And I see us probably landing on a 10 spot. Okay, so if we can get out of the opening round, you're looking at playing someone like an Arizona or a Texas in the second round. So that's where we're at right now. Not the best of scenarios, but I'll take it. And honestly, we've gone through the gauntlet. We've had the hell of a schedule, especially on the back half of the season. If you do strength of schedule from February 1 go forward, I would argue that only Kansas might have a tougher schedule than Auburn in the past 5 weeks. I think that's a factual statement. So I'm willing to put this current team up against anybody in a 2-game series. Win the first game after like 3 or 4 days of prep, 2 or 3 days of prep. Then you have 1 day of prep to play your next opponent if you can win the first one. I'll take those chances. I'll take those odds. It might not be a city of destination. I highly doubt we're going to be playing in Birmingham, and that's unfortunate. Alabama's realistically 1 win away from playing in Birmingham opening weekend. Maybe we can get lucky with go to Orlando, but we might be in Denver. We might be in Sacramento, or we might be in Albany. That's going to be some tough gyms to fill up for the Auburn faithful. We'll put the Auburn universe out there and see if War Eagle Nation can come through for the support the guys on the opening round, and then we might be in Vegas. We might get lucky enough to be in the Midwest. Anyway, Selection Sunday is this Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Central Time. Give us your thoughts on the game and or what your thoughts are about the momentum and positioning of going into the NCAA tournament. War Eagle, thanks for watching.